Peter, hi. They won't let me in the fence.
That's just Wolverines.
What are they doing? They're setting up.
I don't know. They have all these different stories about why this fence went up at midnight. I really don't know. The Recreate 68 people say they were never informed. They say they informed Recreate 68. Whatever it is, they're putting up stuff now down in the amphitheater right now. And even if these guys were going to have a demonstration, they couldn't do it because they're putting up these big get-togethers for this next weekend of Labor Day's weekend of the Taste of Colorado. So I tell you what, I'm as stumped as you are. They got security down here. They're not letting guys in. So the guys from Recreate 68 said they're moving the show to another park called Skyline. And what they say, keep your eyes on the sky tonight. I don't know what happens.
That was a total surprise. We had, not me, but R68 had planned concerts and things in the park that night, or the following day, or what have you. And they just fenced it off for a Taste of Colorado, which does happen every year, but Recreate 68 had permits for that park that night, and they just kicked everyone off, which was a total violation of their rights.
What do you think of the overall protesting that's gone on in Denver this week?
The kinds of protests that I've seen them being very restrained, and I've actually seen the officers be restrained. I don't know, it ain't 68.
We negotiated with the city for like quite a while about overnight camping. We felt it was like necessary for people to be able to have their voice heard. They had to have a place to stay, and the city, banned that. But we're younger, we're more creative, and we can outwit them. And that's what we did legally. We found a loophole. You can stay in the freedom cage overnight. You can't use it to get your voice heard, even though that's what it's for. I don't think the city or the Secret Service wanted images of that freedom cage to go anywhere. And the first night we slept there, the morning we woke up, within an hour, the image of 25 to 30 college students sleeping with their bags arranged in a peace sign, inside a cage with floodlights on them, like that went around the world. And I think, that's systematic of a war society. As the longer it goes on, the greater dissent is, and the more they try to suppress that dissent. And so I think we were able to kind of expose what's happening.
The difference between us and like lots of really like liberal, like Progressive Democrats of America groups is that we believe that working inside the system and electing politicians doesn't change anything, because it really never has, and that we had to create change ourselves through direct action. And we do there's a lot of cool anarchist projects like Food Not Bombed, which help solve hunger problems by just having free feedings for people. In order to realize this new world we want to see, where there's not capitalism and there's not exploitation of the environment or exploitation of its people, a certain part of that comes in resisting and supporting the people who are resisting. And so that's a lot. It's called, the term we use is solidarity, but we want to create a new world where exploitation isn't the means for reaching success, and that people interact on a basis of mutual aid, in which people help each other because it's the right thing to do, not because there's a monetary incentive for it.
I want to promote peace, not necessarily against the war. I'd rather be for something than against something. And to me, there's a difference between being anti-war versus pro-peace. I think you can achieve the lack of wars by stressing and promoting peace.
Yesterday I was on 16th Street Mall when all the police were going towards the Capitol building, and they just told me to go the other way, so I went the other way. It seems like all the protesters got to Denver and they realized how beautiful it is here, and instead of protesting, they're like, I think I'll just go take a hike or something like that. It's like, and they're Democrats too. It's like, what is there to be upset about?
Because they're killing babies every day. 3,000 children are dying, and Obama wants more to die. We've got to stop Obama so we can end the abortion holocaust.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Randall Terry, the director of Operation Rescue.
Some of the trucks, the photos that are on the side of trucks, I find them very disturbing, inappropriate. On the flip side, you could do the same thing with the war, what's going on in the war in Iraq.
Why are you here tonight?
I'm here tonight because I like playing records and to have fun and to raise some money for the DNC. Well, every presidential election is important, but this one particularly because we just suffered through 8 years of the most arrogant, incompetent administration that at least I can ever remember us having to suffer through. I spent a lot of time traveling internationally. The United States has never been less respected internationally, and the way the economy works and the way global security works, we need to have allies. And at this point, we're kind of the laughingstock of our allies. The rest of the world sees us as being this scared, provincial country run by cowboys. And so to have a president like Barack Obama, who's erudite and relatively enlightened, I just think it sends a really fantastic message to the rest of the world. If you look at our reliance on foreign oil, and it's made us, we've had to get into bed with all these really nasty pariah states just to get their oil. And it's destroyed our environment, it's destroyed our communities. So I think sort of weaning ourselves off of foreign oil is, for me, the most important issue.
Well, you got to be pretty excited about Senator Obama.
I am. I think he's great.
What do you think he needs to do to win?
I think what he's doing is right. To talk about bringing people together so we can get some solutions instead of just political hot air. Like his statement, he doesn't believe in red states or blue states. He believes in the United States of America, and he's not going to surrender any state to John McCain. That's the kind of thing I think people want to hear, that what he wants to do is change the direction of the country instead of perpetuating it.